Well, you've mentioned trigger links, and that's quite an important part of migraines, a trigger which results in a migraine. Can you just tell us what is the most common trigger that one comes across when one gets a probable migraine?
The triggers are generally divided across three different groups. One is the physiological within the body triggers. Two is from the environment and lifestyle. And there are some triggers which are beyond control. The commonest trigger that we see in our part of the world is related to the weather conditions, the type of temperatures we have, the heat, humidity in most of the cities for almost 6 to 8 months of the year. And then again, you have lifestyle related triggers, which are the habit of not having breakfast on a regular basis amongst most Indians, and school children having to leave so early for school, they really rush with just a glass of milk. They don't have a proper breakfast. Skipping meals, the fasting habits across different religions in the Indian subcontinent is responsible for throwing up a lot more migraines. And stress, where stress leads to lack of sleep, poor quality of sleep, and now in modern day times, you find increased screen exposure. Computers have become an essential part of education, laptops, and the mobile phone. Mobiles are small screens, they induce a lot of stress and strain, which can be a trigger for migraine. And apart from this, certain changes in the body, for example, the fluctuating levels of estrogen, which happen during the menstrual cycle of a woman, leads to, is a trigger for more migraines in women that we encounter. So these are some of the triggers. And then you have foods which are different from the rest of the world. It is well publicized, well published all over that chocolates, cheese, and red wine are the commonest cause of trigger. But when you come to see it in practice, these are not the common items which are consumed by most Indians. Yes, of course, they are correct triggers: aging cheese, chocolates, and red wine. But we have different food items which have the fermented food items like idli, dosa, dhokla. These are items which can also give rise to migraine attacks. And then rarely you come across different triggers. Triggers are different across individuals who suffer from migraine. So they are not the same for everyone. And one has to be alert that triggers are not seen always and not easy to identify. In about 70 to 80% of patients with migraine, you can identify the triggers, but you have to remember that there are 15 to 20% of patients in whom triggers may not be easy to identify,